looking for a man. It's Green. Pressure coming. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. These two old SWC rivals might have taken a bit of a hiatus in their series, but once the Aggies came to the SEC, things ratcheted back up quickly.
Well, and that's been some of the cool side of conference expansion, right? You got this rivalry renewed from a long time ago, but since joining the conference, A&M has dominated Arkansas. Arkansas looking to get a little payback.
It always feels big when you watch this game. We've seen so many of these games in recent years being played at Jerry World, and with all the speed on the field from both sides, this is always, I think, one of the more fun games to watch every season.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Runs through a tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Here's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 3rd down, going up top. Hauls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident, you're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Got a man. It's Blake. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Green. The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Can't get him to the ground. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Got him downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them.
Sheesh, boy, they had the ball for a grab, boy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Dang.
That is what they mean when they say ball control.
I didn't need to go running quarterback, boy. Got him out of every situation he was in there.
Finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run.
Now these boys fumble.
And he takes this from inside the
He must have
5.
blocked.
And the returner will be brought down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Grab behind the line. It's Bussey. And the Aggies pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Ran through the contact. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw. It's Reed. Rushes on him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
He lost one down the sideline.
Y'all gotta give me a break, boy. Let me put my hands up. Oh my gosh. Just runs past it.
Well, the offense is doing their
Like
best
nothing?
to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The kick is on its
He's
way.
blocking a mug at him.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going
absolutely
bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Brother, can't take that little man.
For no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have
Brother,
nothing
what?
to show for it
Come on,
except
boy.
facing a third and long.
Like, how am I supposed to run if you don't see her?
Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Hands it off. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Off play action on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'm in a hurry up. What are we waiting on here?
So much success in that first half. So in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still.
Let's get him down to the
This
side.
has been a really nice drive.
Touchdown, Aggie! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Russell. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Here comes the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive line on the block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll pull it on the read. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He might want another play. Around the corner, it's Moss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Green. It's complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Quick completion on the out. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have out.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. He makes a catch. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I like the throw. I like him understanding I'm getting man coverage. The sideline is my friend. I can't miss inside where that guy's chasing him. Throws it right on the corner route. Great job. Get a nice positive gain.
Trying to find the end zone. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Oh my gosh. No way they're going to roll over.
They desperately needed that touchdown. Now it's miracle time. We got to kick this onside kick and somehow find a way to boot a long field goal and maybe win this thing at the buzzer.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. a fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And here comes the
Wait, 3 down left.
And they get him at the 21.
Second down. That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
My boy, hello?
First play of the first possession of OT.
I'm making sure.
To the air, it's Green. Using his feet to buy time. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Why wouldn't he go back to this man?
Lost to fire on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense so far, they've understood the mission. The mission is to get this fast, speedy quarterback on the ground. And they've got to him early, they've got to him often, and most importantly, they continue to get him on the ground and create these negative plays for this offense that creates a big hole for them.
Yeah, beat
This
too.
defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. It's caught downfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll
He
turn
caught
it
that.
over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make
I thought his overtime work was his work.
Is coming on the field.
The defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Reed. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
To the ground to try to move the chains. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They'll try to win it with a field goal right here. And
GG's.
the kick is good. Wins the game in overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be